Hold on. Remy Ma just exposed a secret about Papoose that's going to have your jaw on the floor. She said he made an album every single month for a whole year and nobody bought a single one. No screaming, no crying, just cold, devastating jabs. And what she did with his own narcissist label, it flipped the entire game. Hey, loves, welcome back to Tea with Stella. Today's episode is absolutely loaded because Remy Ma just answered every bit of Papoose's drama, calm, cool, confident, and without shedding a single tear. Money, rap careers, blackmail, jealousy, it's all on the table and we are not missing a thing. So grab your tea, get cozy, and let's spill every juicy detail. Trust me, you're going to want to watch this whole thing.
Because of how they treat me, okay? And if I'm with somebody, they treat me great. Y'all don't know what a downgrade is. A downgrade. Why? Because somebody not on who y'all think. Because I know bitches that fuck with niggas that's billionaires. And the nigga won't buy.
So let's start with the juiciest part right away. Remy says all of Papoose's hatred, all of his animosity comes from one single thing, the fact that people call her the better rapper. And she says it with her whole chest. He dropped a brand new album every single month for a whole year, and nobody was buying them at all. And then comes the devastating comparison. Meanwhile, she makes serious money off verses she recorded years ago, so much that she doesn't even need to make new music. She says his jealousy comes from the fact that she has the demand, she has the leisure to walk away from music and still be financially set. And honestly, that wasn't just shade. That was an arrow shot straight through the middle of a man's ego. And she said it all so calmly, like she was ordering a coffee. But hold on. What she says next about the money was even colder.
So be careful with a downgrade is. And even if the money shit, like you can only, when people talk about how much money they got and how rich they are, and this, I just be laughing. You could only fool broke people to think that you got more money than what you have. Because people who really got it be looking at you like,
now she completely deflates his whole money flexing act. Remy says the people who are actually rich, they never brag about their wealth. You can only fool broke people into thinking you've got a lot of money because the ones who really have it will just look at you and laugh. And she doesn't stop there. She says she knows people who move around actual billionaires, people so down to earth that nobody even buys them a cup of soup, and yet they never flex. So who exactly are you calling a downgrade? And this is the line that really stings because everybody knows how much truth is buried in it. When somebody keeps counting their money out loud, you already know the real story is something else entirely. Remy summed up the whole game in just 2 lines. And now comes the part that genuinely made me pause.
I did ask for my jury. I'm missing some jury. I'm missing some jury. I've been asking for my jury back for a long time. Oh, you play with police? You went to the police? I went to the police and filed a complaint about my missing jury that I have insurance on. Like, what? What are you talking about? Or you could just give it to me and then that'll be the end of that. Because when I asked, I said, like, yo, babe, like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Basically.
Here she takes the high road completely. Remy says, let's just get a mediator. I don't want anything. No child support, no spousal support, no cars, no house, nothing at all. She makes it crystal clear. I'm not asking anybody for a thing, and I'm not giving anybody anything either. And then she throws in a little twist. She says, okay, I'm lying. There is one thing I want. My missing jewelry, the stuff I even have insurance on. And she's so serious about it that she actually filed a police complaint over her missing jewelry. And honestly, How smart is this move? Because when you're not asking for anything, the other person has nothing left to fight you over. She makes herself look completely unbothered and totally mature here. But the real twist, that's still coming.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. That's what I said. But y'all didn't know about the fights that I had to fight baby mothers on Thanksgiving, right? In niggas' houses. Y'all don't know about. Because I'm not no corny ass bitch. That's why. Oh, she's this.
Now, here comes the biggest twist of the whole episode that narcissist label Papoose kept throwing at her over and over. Remy picked it up and threw it right back in his face. She says in her entire life, only one person ever tried to blackmail her, and that person is Papoose. And then she opens up the whole narcissist playbook. She says, go look it up yourself. Look at the tactics of a narcissist. When they can't control you anymore, they start assassinating your character with lies. And with that, she basically gave a name to every single move he'd been making. Think about it. The man who spent months calling other people narcissists is now standing right in front of the mirror himself. This is the moment that flipped the entire conversation. Confident, cold, and completely devastating. And now comes her final blow.
Purchased. And then here I am, literally making a lot of money on old work. And then sometimes I'll pop out with a little verse on Ghetto and Ratchet Economy, or pop out with a verse on a Mary J record, or I do something with my Fat Joe. And every time I do it, like, yo, right when there, please, where's the album, where's the album? And he envies that I had that young lady that we're dealing with, and or he loves using the word narcissist, strangely. Look up the tactics of a narcissist. When they can't control you anymore, they try to assassinate your character with lies.
And she closes it all out with one killer line. Remy asks, you want to know why he's really so mad? Not because of anything I did, but because he didn't address a single thing I actually said. Instead, she says, he spent the entire time attacking Easy, the block captain, the man she says he's literally obsessed with. She points out that all of his focus, all of his energy, everything went toward that one person while ignoring every single one of his own arguments. And just like that, mic drop. It doesn't get a better closer than this, because by calling him obsessed, she flips the whole narrative in 1 second. Remy made it clear who's actually bothered in this entire drama, and it is definitely not her. So tell me, who loves? Is Remy genuinely unbothered by everything happening around her, or is she simply putting on a carefully calculated performance? Because the way she's handling the situation has definitely made people question what's really going on behind the scenes. On the surface, Remy seems completely calm, almost like none of the drama is getting to her. But sometimes staying quiet and looking unbothered can say just as much as speaking out. Is she truly protecting her peace? Or does she know exactly what she's doing and how the public will react? That's what makes this situation so interesting. Every move can be interpreted differently, and fans are clearly divided over what they believe Remy's real intentions are. Some people think she's simply refusing to give the drama any more attention, while others believe there could be a much bigger strategy behind the silence. And honestly, only Remy knows what's really happening away from the cameras. But one thing is certain, people are watching every move, every reaction, and every decision she makes. So now I want to hear from you. Is Remy really this unbothered, or is this all part of a carefully planned performance? Drop your side in the comments, because I genuinely want to know where y'all stand on this one.